qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella, de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, canal. Ánimo.
All right, man, let's talk about why ain't Terence Crawford already been signed to Premier Boxing Champions. Appreciate everybody for stopping in. Thumbs the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Use the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video question, okay? And remember Crawford said, they hadn't discussed the number yet. It was told to me that somebody else might be negotiating on his behalf. I don't know how true that is, but there's a rumor going out there that he don't know what's going on in his negotiations. So I'm guessing somebody in his camp handling that negotiations on his behalf, on the business side of things, right? Now, I don't know if it's a lawyer, Bo Mack is his manager trainer, or whoever it may be. But that's what Crawford said. He had discussed the number, turned down nothing. Somebody was telling me that he may not know what's going on, right? So, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if that's completely true, but I'm pretty sure. Obviously, he got to put his name on the paper. So that's partially, something he got to handle. But it could be a number of reasons why. Just assuming it could be a number of reasons why that he hasn't put it. He hasn't signed over there. And a lot of people say, well, why he just can't do what Canelo or Mikey Garcia do, and keep fighting, keep doing one fight deals and be able to be fluid and fight on any network, right? For one, Mikey and Canelo are seen as pools, right? You let me know another black boxer on PBC who's been granted that ability. Who's been granted that ability on PBC? No black fighters been able to just to come and go as they please. The majority of fighters are not able to come and go as they please with PBC. Mikey fought a couple fights there, went to the zone, and if Mikey wanted to come back, Mikey can come back. Canelo, that's Canelo. You know what I'm saying? That's Canelo Alvarez. You think something would have already been in place with Terence Crawford when he left Top Rank, that something already would have been in place for him to slide over there. You see, when Mikey left Top Rank, guess what? He slid right over to PBC. Something was already in place. Something was already in place. For Terence Crawford, it's not the same thing. They saying that he's not a pay-per-view star. He wants too much money, and that's across the board. Everybody that talked about Terence Crawford's situation is saying that either they have the money, but they don't have the opponent to make the money rational. And you see, they just throwing money away on several fighters. Let's be real. They throwing money away on several fighters, bro. Al Heyman losing money damn near on every damn fight he got. Look at the pay-per-view numbers. It could be they want to fight. It could be they want Crawford to sign a multi-fight deal, but they can't promise Errol Spencer, Terence Crawford in there. Errol Spencer, Jamil Charlo in there. He could be like, I just want to sign a one-fight deal. That's what I want to do. They might say, we can give you Keith Thurman in part of the 3-fight deal. It could be a number of things. It could be a number. He might just want to negotiate an Errol Spence fight and get the hell up out of there. He might want to get in there and say, well, I want to fight Earl, then I want to turn around and fight Jamil for undisputed. And they're like, They probably like, oh, we can't make that happen. What else would you want? Think about it. How can he come over there and instantly get the fights that he wants? You know what I'm saying? When Keith Thurman never can get Errol Spence, When Jamel Charlo never can get, the Danny Garcias, he never can get, the big money fights, the Errol Spences and stuff of that nature. Come on. Come on. How is that possible? Errol Spence and Danny and Sean and Keith all, well, they still Keith still waiting on Errol Spence. They all had to wait. You ain't Manny Pacquiao. You can't come over here and get a Broner and instantly get Keith Thurman and get Errol Spence, even though it fell through. You think they gonna give up their roster to him? And then he turn around, retire, or turn around and run somewhere else? Come on. It could be a number of things. His price can be too high. And they're like, nah, we good. Steven Espinoza continue to tell the fans we should keep pushing. Well, we ain't in labor, nigga. You feel me? We ain't in no type of labor, nigga. Like, just keep pushing. Nigga, we done pushed long enough. Way long enough. But we ain't got no update. Only updates you get is when people leak information from behind the scenes. And the last update, like, other than they said Crawford may not be, part of those, like, in those negotiations, somebody might be negotiating on his behalf. The only update that the last I got was they was gonna wait to after Spence and Ugas and see if they could start back negotiating. Is that Earl Spence wanted 80-20. And then it came out, he asked for $20 million, whatever, Now, how much they offer Terence Crawford, who knows? What's 20%? It's very, very vague. Do I get 80-20? Do I get something on the back end? Once we pass 100,000, do I get 10% of the pay-per-view? Whatever. And then you got people who are a little bit impatient, like, you know what, man? And everybody like, just take the damn deal and just take what you can get, beat them, and whatever. But then again, he got to pay bills. How dare I let somebody less accomplished than me make more money? If he fought Jamel Charlo, he deserved the lion's share. He way bigger than Jamel Charlo. More people way know him more than Jamel Charlo. Nebraska, Omaha, Lincoln support him. Who support Charlo? Houston don't really mess with them like that, bro. You don't ever hear like, Zero or, Willie D and none of them nigga, Paul Wall, Danny, was it Johnny Dang, Johnny Bling, whatever, shout him out. Come on. But damn, we ain't even getting no update from Espinoza or Sam Watson. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. And maybe they just chose to negotiate in good faith. But we going on December, January, February, March, 4 months, about 4.5 months since he fought Sean Porter and beat Sean Porter. And you would think he would be already over there on the roster. You would think that. He said he think he want to come back in May. Well, we knocking on that door right now. We knocking on that door. Well, shit, if you're going to be fighting in May, it's a fight every week in May. It's the 7th, Canelo and Bivol, they fighting at T-Mobile. The ticket's already up. The 14th is Jamel Charlo taking on Castanos, the rematch for Undisputed. The 21st is David Benavidez taking on Dave Lemieux at the Footprint Center in Phoenix. The 28th, Memorial Day weekend, Gervonta Tank Davis taking Rolando Rolly Romero on pay-per-view. And they ain't even including what the Zone got. They ain't even including what ESPN might have planned. And I think a lot of people now looking and saying that him leaving Top Rank was a mistake. Or at least premature. And I believe, when Bob, say I'm lying, I'm telling the truth that I was lying yesterday, I think that kind of hurt Bob. And also trashing Terence Crawford. And Crawford is like, you can't get this fight done. And Bob telling him, like, he probably said, oh, they just don't want to fight. That's what he telling him. He probably not believing Bob Arum. And what Bob Arum should have did was not bad mouth him. He'll still have him on his roster, right? Not bad mouth him, And it was like, you know what, Terence? I'm going to let you go negotiate. You know what I'm saying? If you get a deal, put this in writing, you can go right over to Premier Boxing Champions. If you want to come back, give me a holler, right? If you don't get a deal, well, let's work out a deal right now. If you don't get it, you can come back and sign over here and we'll figure it out. Bob was telling him that, he didn't want to fight. Remember, he told the Errol Spence face when they was all there, this is the smart thing to do is I have him keep you away from Terence. And also, him saying that, I didn't give you the Pacquiao fight because I wanted to protect Pacquiao. He had a lot working against him. He stopped Terence Crawford from getting labor. He stopped Terence Crawford from making money. He made a lot of mistakes with Terence Crawford. But the one mistake he didn't make that it appears, and this can be premature as well too, is that no matter if you're with me or not with me, they don't want to fight. That's one thing that seems that was very genuine from Bob Arum. That's what it seemed, very genuine from Bob Arum. That they didn't just want to fight. And they don't want to fight. And now that he's able to go in a negotiation talk, now he's finding it out the hard way. And if Bob operated in good faith, he would be reacquiring a fighter in Terence Crawford. And they can get back to the drawing board to a new strategy. And if you Terence Crawford, you sit here, you look at all the stuff he do for Lomachenko and how he moved Lomachenko, and you can't get me mandated in another sanctioning belt body. You can't do some of that Lomachenko magic for me. Come on. You ever get Lomachenko to fight for a vacant belt? While he holds another major world title, and you can't work no magic with none of these sanctioned belt bodies to get me mandated in there? And think about it. Bob tried to make the Ugas fight. Ugas was promised a title if he, they made him not take the Ugas fights before he became a title holder. He went on to fight Mike Dallas and get a belt versus Abel Ramos. They had tried to make a fight with Sean Porter when Sean Porter first won his world title. After beating Danny Garcia, they tried to make a fight with him. Didn't work. Tried it with Danny Garcia. Danny and them didn't want to, negotiate. He didn't sit and offer to Al, but hey, it is what it is. You gotta send it to Al. They tried. And it's looking more and more every day, and we don't know where they are with these negotiations. This nigga could have signed and come April 16th after Errol Spence dusts off Ugas, they can make a fight, and then, okay, it's not a mistake. But, like I said before, more and more to the naked eye, and it's just the naked eye, it's not the inside eye, that's looking like he made a mistake not staying with Top Rank. Look, if you paying me well above market value, and I'm making more money than anybody in my division, to fight the guys that I'm fighting, you know what? I could take the verbal abuse, because when I'm done and I don't get where I came to get, you don't make the fights that I want to make, guess what? I'm going to leave and still sue you. You know what I'm saying? And now where he at with it? He might have to go to the UK to rebuild his career, to redo his career. He might have to go literally on a world tour. And that's what they used to do back in the day. But more and more every day to the naked eye, it look like he made a mistake and I stand with Top Rank, especially if he loses the lawsuit. More and more like a mistake. And his dude free, and he did everything them guys asked him to do. He shook Bob Arum. He got away free for Bob Arum without having to fight for his freedom like Mikey Garcia. And you talking about almost a half a year later, and he's still not signed over there. In my opinion, he should have been signed, a showcase fight to introduce him to the PBC public, right? Spence fight, and they should be rolling into a fight. Or he should be bare minimum rolling into a Keith Thurman fight. And what he gonna do? Sit around, wait for Errol Spence to fight Ugas and go right into an Errol Spence fight? Come on. PBC should have already had this plan mapped out for. They should have already had a deal in place. And almost a half a year later, 4.5 months later, almost half a year later, they still don't have nothing on the floor. He did all that, shook Bob, sued Bob. He did all of that. Could have turned down a more lucrative contract. And now he's sitting there, a man without a promotional home. People said, we could just do it itself. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. That's still not going to catch him. He's not going to catch the big fish. You know, he did everything. He's willing to sign over there, and now the money ain't right. The money ain't right. And now it's take less money, swallow your pride, take less money, add to your legacy. Wait and see if they give you the money. Or it's go a different avenue, possibly retire. You know, you want to move up and fight Jamil Charlo. They already said, no, that shit ain't happening. So it's interesting. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor by hitting the link in the description. Take you right there. Appreciate that. Other than that, I want to financially support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. I said before. All that's in the description. Check out the box news for the welterweight playlist. How about the welterweight talk playlist? Appreciate the love and support. Let me know in the comment section. Peace.